All right, more than 100 Republican lawmakers plan to challenge tomorrow's Electoral College certification. You know that already. Among them, former Congressman Matt Gaetz. Congressman, you're among the 100 plus that are going to put up their hand and say, I'm not okay with this. What's that going to look like?
Well, we are going to object to states that didn't run clean elections, and it's going to look like a presentation of facts around three constellations of issues. First, those states that departed from their own laws, where officials took it upon themselves to go beyond the authority granted to them by the legislature. That's particularly egregious in Michigan and Georgia and Pennsylvania. Second, I think we're going to present some real concerns regarding the handling and processing of ballots in urban areas. For example, in Detroit, Michigan, there are a number of affidavits regarding chain of custody of ballots, duplication of ballots, and then even the rescanning of ballots. These claims didn't really get a full and fair hearing in any court. There was not an opportunity to present evidence and live witnesses, and where Article 3 courts failed, there is a constitutional process contemplated where in Article 1 the Congress would play some role. And then third and finally, there are just places around the country where when we looked under the hood, when we looked at error messages that were being spit out by the software systems, it was very concerning, and it was at a higher frequency than we're used to in other elections. Now, there may be perfectly good explanations for why there were decimal points in votes and the potential transmittal of fractional votes, but those questions deserve to be answered.
But how's it going to look,
Congressman? They have not been answered yet in the courts, and that's why we're going to do it.
And I've seen it argued on every channel since November 4th. So what's it going to look like on the floor? Because Mike Pence has the gavel. He's the sitting vice president like Joe Biden had it. Joe Biden had to gavel down the uproar that wanted Hillary Clinton's case heard. Is Mike Pence going to be the one to quiet you down if he feels as though you're going overboard or this is last too long?
Well, there's a key difference here, and that is that we have the support of members of the United States Senate. You see, in 2000, every single member of the Congressional Black Caucus objected to the electors from the state of Florida when George Bush beat Al Gore. There, the objections were offered. They were not accepted by Al Gore, who was presiding then, and they sort of rolled on. But here, the objection will meet constitutional muster. The House and the Senate will retire to their respective chambers. Pelosi will preside over the House. Pence will preside over the Senate. And one question remaining is whether or not Nancy Pelosi will even allow the 2 hours of constitutionally authorized debate on these questions. But when you got tens of thousands of people potentially marching in the streets in Washington, D.C. tomorrow, I think it would be a very bad look for the People's House not to entertain debate if we have a constitutionally acceptable objection signed by a House member and a senator, and we will clear that hurdle.
So you'll clear that hurdle. In the end, do you expect Donald Trump to take office on January 20th?
I do believe there'll be a second term of Donald Trump. I don't know if it'll be in 2021 or 2025. I don't prejudge these events. I recognize the headwinds we face with Democrat control in the House of Representatives. But, Brian, criticism can make elections better. I'm from Florida. We used to be the laughingstock of the country. Now we're a model for America because there was critique, because we did fix our system. And I think that this will be a good day for the country to expose the fraud. And I hope it will lead to cleaner, better elections going forward.
Congressman, going forward, you're going to be a married man. I understand you got engaged at Mar-a-Lago over the break?
I did. I'm betrothed, and I met my fiancée at Mar-a-Lago. We got engaged there, so it's MAGA love.
Fantastic. Grab your own hat and attend. So we'll see. That will not have any objections, I imagine. That'll be smooth sailing.
None.
We'll see some turbulence tomorrow. Congratulations, and we'll be televising it live. We will not be televising your wedding. We can't afford those rights.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it,
You
Brian.
got it. Thanks, Congressman.
This is Congressman Matt Gaetz. If you liked that video, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and join us on our daily podcast, Hot Takes with Matt Gaetz, on your favorite podcast listening platform.